All right, I'm on Fallen Eagles. We're on the noon turn, so turn two. And I'm a few activations into it. What's happened since my last video is the French pretty clearly are putting their effort on their right flank, and this is where their main assault is falling. D'Erloin's First Corps has started attacking the Dutch here, and Mouton and his Sixth Corps looks like they're coming up in support. We also see some guards, artillery, and cavalry. Those are moving over here as well. The guards' cavalry cannot attack until 4 p.m., but they can move. The guards' artillery, though, is free to move and fire. Guards' infantry, however, can't move at all until 4 p.m., so they're stuck there, as is Napoleon. We see a couple units routed here, and those are from the Second Corps. They got shelled with some artillery. However, they did some damage themselves. They reduced this very good Coldstream Guard unit with a lucky artillery shot in there. But they're kind of holding the line. They're backed up here by the 3rd Cavalry Corps, Kellerman's cavalry back here. As far as Wellington, he's kind of seeing this now. Unfortunately, his orders, he got some movement with his orders, but he wasn't sure exactly that the hammer blow was going over here. He had some ideas. So, for example, he's shifting, where do we have it? He's shifting the Netherlands Cavalry Corps or division this way, and they're going to try and stop the French from outflanking them with their cav. And he has the Uxbridge's cavalry basically concentrating back here at Mount St. Jean, and now he knows he's going to push them probably that way. Although he could decide to launch a counterattack here on this pretty weak French left flank. He's got a lot of force over here, including those pretty good Brunswicker light infantry units. They have some cav as well. So he could potentially look to launch a counterattack here on the French left. We'll see, though, if he gets that going in time. So right now, we're in the activations phase, and the British won initiative again. They won the first turn, they won the second turn, and so they had the first activation. The French have an advantage in the first, 5 turns for initiative, but they haven't got the die rolls. So Wellington activated the Netherlands division first. They did some devastating fire combat, and you can see a couple of these French units are routing, and they've also been reduced. They took a beating from the artillery in particular, and then the First Corps activated. They pushed more troops forward, although didn't attempt a melee. They wanted to wait, because you can move in the melee, but that allows a defensive fire against you, and they wanted to wait and hopefully get another activation before the Dutch could shoot again. And that's kind of what happened. The Dutch activated over here, and then back here with the Netherlands cav. Then who else? Somebody else activated for the French. And then they went back and tried to reactivate the Dutch to get another round of shots off with their artillery and infantry against the French. They missed his activation roll. Ouch. Okay. And so then they went and activated these guys, Pictage units. They did some artillery that was ineffective. Then it went back to the French. They successfully activated the First Corps for their second activation. So now they're going to be able to fire and then melee. And they've got a lot of artillery lined up here. And so this might be a very devastating attack this turn. Now, this is their second activation. They're going to be done for the turn. Of course, I have some options. I've got the last push here, this tactical card that allows me to activate a formation again. So that's an option for the French, and we'll see how successful this attack is. If it's very successful, I may consider using that card to continue to push forward. Although, if it's very successful, maybe I'll be happy with that. Again, I can push these cav up here as well, and we'll just kind of see how it works out. So, okay.